Well, 7 years ago, Hopkinsville, Kentucky had its moment in the sun. In 2017, the small town about an hour and a half south of Evansville welcomed over 100,000 visitors because of its spot in the path of totality for the last solar eclipse. In anticipation of Bloomington's eclipse next month, our Callie Lichter visited Hopkinsville to talk to people about the impact of the big event on the town.
Some call it Hopkinsville. Others call it Hoptown. But in 2017, the town got another nickname, Eclipseville.
We did officially rebrand ourselves as Eclipseville and just really ran with it.
The town was deemed the point of greatest eclipse by NASA in the 2017 total solar eclipse, which had eclipse chasers and families alike rushing into the area. During the eclipse, Hopkinsville, which has a population of around 30,000 people, nearly quadrupled in size with 120,000 people visiting the town. And that's just the people who made it official. On a day, the town stood still for 2 minutes and 41.2 seconds.
I don't think you really realize it's going to be dark. You're going to hear sounds that you hear at night.
I still get cold chills.
With that many people, everyone in Hopkinsville had to plan and plan and plan.
We started planning a year out with that designation of the great area of greatest eclipse. That just meant that we thought that we were going to have a large influx of people coming in, so we had to plan really for all contingencies. You know, anything could happen.
Randy Graham has been the Christian County Emergency Management Director since 2010. The day of the 2017 eclipse went smoothly for him and the county's first responders, but it was thanks to the prep work that went into it.
That's what we do in emergency management. You plan for the worst and hope for the best.
He says he was lucky they had support from state resources, but also the state draws in mostly eclipse chasers and families. Former Mayor of Hopkinsville, Carter Hendricks, says he now understands the eclipse chasing phenomenon that brought so many into town.
We want to go be a part of this next total solar eclipse because it really is truly an inspirational experience.
Now the executive director of the Southwestern Kentucky Economic Development Council, Hendricks says he worked 2 years making sure the city wasn't the only thing leaving a lasting impression on visitors.
And that people would leave it going, you know, that not only did I enjoy the actual physical experience of the eclipse, but I enjoyed the hospitality that community provided.
Integral in that effort was Debbie Level, who worked closely with the then Eclipse coordinator Brooke Young. Level coordinated with Eclipse VIPs and press efforts.
Luckily, she called me one day and she said, "Could you please help me the day of?"
Level says that eclipse prep didn't stop in the sky. Laying down mulch also helped in the beautification effort.
We did a lot of extra things to really spruce up Hopkinsville.
But when she put on her eclipse safety glasses and turned her eyes to the skies, it was unlike anything she had ever seen.
It was almost like an out-of-body experience because you'd heard about it, but I think you just didn't realize how it was really going to be.
And for others, an experience they'll never forget.
It's one of those things that we kind of thought possibly it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Master distiller AJ opened up his Casey Jones distillery to about 6,000 people on Eclipse Day. He said the draw was partially thanks to the distillery's Total Eclipse moonshine.
You know, for us, it meant quite a bit of sales. You know, we had trademarked Total Eclipse moonshine.
He filled the property with music, tents, and room for camping, making a weekend out of the festivities.
The thing we started doing was we started planning about 2 years before the eclipse because we knew it was going to happen. And we knew our location and the studies that we did on it, we knew people were going to flock to this area.
But he still had time to slow down and take in the phenomenon.
It was busy. It was a lot of fun. As far as the experience of the eclipse itself, it's pretty spectacular.
Even though the people of Eclipseville were spread out on that hot August day, the community had never been more together.
I took my staff, when it started, we closed up our business during the eclipse, and I took my staff, all of them. We went down by the lake and took some jugs of Moonarita, and we watched the eclipse drinking Moonaritas.
What to me was amazing, how a lot of my friends, their families all came in, and they had these, they were all in their yards.
For a few minutes when Hopkinsville stood still.
It's just a real visceral, emotional reaction to it, just a truly wonderful experience.
We, on the responder side, you know, we're so worried about what could go wrong, did I address everything? You don't really get to enjoy the experience of it, but we did for a few minutes.
The 2024 eclipse will not go over Eclipseville, but the impact the event had on the town is long-lasting. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Callie Lichter.